Alright, pop quiz. Show of hands. Who knew that there was a reboot of an old TV show called Charlie's Angels? Anybody? Did anybody know that? I didn't fucking know that. I learned that today, though. That apparently Elizabeth Banks wrote, directed, starred in, did all of the costuming, filmed it, did the whole fucking thing, right? She did the whole movie. And nobody went to go see it. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't hear about it. Nobody told me about it. Nobody talked to me about it. Nobody asked me about it. Nobody said anything to me about it. I never saw it on TV. I never saw it on YouTube. Never heard about it on the radio. Through no media that I have was I in any way informed that there was another Charlie's Angels movie coming out. I had no fucking clue, right? So that's, the biggest reason why I didn't go see it. I had no fucking clue it was even a thing that existed, right? Now, I could say that is the biggest reason because I didn't know it existed. So there isn't a reason bigger than that. But had I known that it existed, I still wouldn't have gone to see it. Here's the reason why, right? It's Charlie's Angels. I'm 40 years old. I don't know who their demographic is. I don't know the audience they're shooting for. My parents' age, my parents would remember Charlie's Angels. I don't know if they were fans. But, I've seen maybe half an episode of Charlie's Angels in my fucking life. I know a lot about Charlie's Angels. I know what the fuck it is, but I just never watched the show. It was before my time. It was showing this fucking 60s and 70s and shit. No. So, first of all, when it was Drew Barrymore and not Charlize Theron, whoever the fuck the other chick, and Lucy Liu, when it was all at Cameron Diaz, when it was all of them, I saw it. I thought the first movie was good. I didn't see the second movie because I thought the first movie was good. But it wasn't I wasn't sitting there going, oh, this is great, I can't wait for them to make another one. I was fucking surprised when they made the other one. I was like, God damn, that did good enough to make another one? Wow. I thought I was the only one that watched that movie, I didn't fucking see it in the theater. I'll wait until it was on HBO or whatever. But, even that wasn't really an amazingly fucking, good movie. So why the fuck Elizabeth Banks ever thought, I'm gonna make a movie I'm gonna do a Charlie's Angels movie. This'll be big. With who? And then today at work we were talking about it. And we were looking at the cast, and it's Kristen Stewart. Yeah. Kristen Stewart anchoring this action movie. Kristen Stewart and two other girls I have no idea who the fuck they are. I've never heard of them before. I'm sure I've seen them in something before. I have no fucking clue who they are. Not a fucking clue. So, Kristen Stewart, who hasn't done a movie, I don't think, since, the second fucking Huntsman movie? 3 or 4 years ago? She's back doing movies again with two other chicks I've never fucking heard of. And then Elizabeth Banks is Bosley. And I'm like, Bosley was a dude. Alright, so we're doing an all-girl cast type thing. Cool. And then Patrick Stewart is Bosley. And I'm like, oh, that must be her father. And she's the new Bosley because he's fucking old as all hell and retired, I guess. Whatever. And then some other dude was Bosley. And I'm like, how many fucking Bosleys are there? And then as we're scrolling through it, there's like 500 Bosleys. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this shit? And I'm like, as I'm just looking at the roles, I'm just losing interest in this fucking thing. Like, it's boring me and I'm just looking at who's in it. You know what I mean? You do that with a Marvel movie and it's like, fucking, you know, you freak the fuck out with shit. But I'm looking at this going, I can't even imagine how you could write a script with this many Bosleys in it and it's going to be good. I don't get it. So it was a flop. It was just like, it was a movie that it was destined to flop. Nobody was going to give a shit about it because it's Charlie's Angels. The fuck gives a shit about Charlie's Angels? So no, they didn't fucking advertise it, as far as I know, at all. Like, I asked the dude at work, I was like, do you know that they made a Charlie's Angels movie? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, how the fuck did you know that? And he's like, I think I saw a commercial for it on TV. And I'm like, how many? He's like, a couple. And I'm like, I didn't see anything about it. And he's like, oh, I didn't want to see it. And I'm like, why didn't you want to see it? And he's like, look like a shit movie. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. So, why am I talking about this? You might ask. What? Probably at this point, we're fucking 7 minutes in, and everybody's probably going, what the fuck is going on? Why I'm talking about this is, apparently Elizabeth Banks was asked why her movie did so bad, and she said, because men didn't go see it, because men don't like movies with female leads. And I'm like, a lot of men saw Captain Marvel. A lot of those men were fucking disappointed with what they saw. Nevertheless, a lot of guys wanted to go see Captain Marvel. And a lot of guys wanted to see Wonder Woman. A lot of guys loved Wonder Woman. A lot of guys wanted to see Wonder Woman. Nobody wanted to see Chick Ghostbusters because nobody wanted to see anything other Ghostbusters than Ghostbusters. Like, everybody wanted to see Ghostbusters. It was like, if you're going to do Ghostbusters, don't do a reboot. Give us another Ghostbusters movie. We want to see another Ghostbusters movie. We don't want a fucking reboot of Ghostbusters. We want to see more Ghostbusters. And they went, reboot, you say? No problem. And we went, no, we said no reboot. And they gave us a reboot and said it's because you're all sexist. No, because this is not what anybody wanted. It was give us what we want or we don't fucking care. You chose, we don't fucking care. And everybody went, we don't fucking care. And nobody went to see it. Didn't have anything to do with it being women. It was because it wasn't Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Harold Ramis is dead, but, you know, it wasn't Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd. Like, we didn't, that's what we wanted. We wanted to see those two, and shit. And I love him too, and I can't remember his actual name. But we want Winston and Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd. Right? Like, that's what everybody wanted to see. Nobody fucking cared about seeing anything else. Because it's like, we've seen Ghostbusters. You're not going to reboot Ghostbusters and have it be a good movie. Sorry. There's some movies you just can't reboot. Guess what? You're never going to be able to reboot Back to the Future. It's never going to get better than Back to the Future. Back to the Future is a great fucking movie. You're never going to be able to just recast that movie, change the script a little bit, and fucking remake Back to the Future. Nobody's going to go see it. And if you make it with a female named Marty, nobody's going to go see it, but it's going to be because nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to want to go and see a brand new retake of fucking Back to the Future. Because everybody's going to go, I've already got a perfectly good version of Back to the Future. I don't need a new one that's different. Right? Nobody's going to give a shit. Nobody's going to go and see it. And if you think that it's because we made Doc and Marty a fucking pair of girls instead of a couple guys, that isn't going to be the goddamn reason. Elizabeth Banks, you chose to make a fucking shit movie about a stupid subject that nobody cared about to begin with. Nobody wanted a reboot of a 70s TV show. And they did it. And everybody went, well, we'll go fucking see it because it looks pretty cool. And a lot of people liked it. And they said, wow, everybody loved that. Let's make a second one. And everybody went, why? And nobody went to see it. Because nobody really wanted the reboot in the first place. But nobody certainly fucking wanted a second fucking reboot. So nobody went to see it. Most people probably thought you were trying to like end a trilogy or some shit like that. And we're like, I didn't care about the second one. Why would I care about a third one? Why did they even make a third one? How did they even get to make a third one? Is Drew Barrymore still doing this shit? Look, ladies, I get it, man. I do. You just so badly want to make it not be because you're fucking dumb when shit goes wrong. That is your idea. But Elizabeth Banks, if you're watching this, I gotta tell you, whatever studio signed off on you making a reboot of Charlie's Angels, they should have told you right then and there, you know this isn't going to make any money, right? And it isn't going to be because of sexism. It's going to be because nobody fucking cares. They really did you a disservice. When you pitched them the idea, they should have just said, nah.